Welcome back to the channel, everyone. From here, the voice, it's the king, the original one. We're out here in nature, burning a fire as usual. And it's not a physical fire, it's just a spiritual fire, my people. Yeah, it's been a long while since I've made a video, and I know that I have to make a video to reach out to my people. I didn't have anyone to video me this morning, so I have to do it by myself. So I hope everyone has been doing great. The year almost ends. It's now December, and I hope everyone is in a good spirit, a good frame of mind. Mentally and physically, you have to be ready. And I hope your health is doing great as well. So I'm just reflecting. I like to come on the beach in the morning times and just collect my thoughts and look at what is happening in the world and how I can make a positive contribution towards that. I love my people. Despite what race you are, I believe that we are all one, connected by the greater source of life, and I don't see anyone, any race different from myself. I see the creation of the Most High. So just want everyone to know that it's always one love, you understand me, and I will always do what I have to do to contribute to humanity in the right way. And just like how I make a conscious effort to put out a positive energy to my people and the universe, you have people out there, or forces out there, that do the opposite. Their goal is to bring down death and destruction and humanity, and bring down a negative energy. So we have to be conscious of that, right? And you can't be on the border as a person. You have to choose a side. It's either you're on the positive side or you're on the negative side. That is why the Bible said you can't serve two masters, because one will become jealous. So it's the same thing. You can't be a good person and then tomorrow decide to be a bad person, and tomorrow you have to pick a side. You understand me? You have to pick a side, my people. So a lot of confusion, because how they divide is a divide and rule thing, and they confuse you with information. Because if we can admit it, a lot of the information that we have been given from a smaller age, it has not elevated our consciousness to the level that we should be, right? That is why I could not dwell in Christianity, because I wanted something to elevate my consciousness more, and I found that in spirituality. Because one of the major tricks is that they tell you God is not inside you, God is outside of you, so you're looking into the sky. So a lot of people is always searching for something greater than themselves, and that's not really the way to go about it. So a lot of people can't really get to manifest the reality that they would like. And some people are getting the concept wrong that you are actually God. How that is that the creator mix his DNA with yours to make man, and that's how you had that's how you acquire parts of God, or that's how you become. But you are not the Most High. And as time you have the abilities, if you live the right way, and if you can manage to raise your energy and your consciousness to a certain level. You see it. I was asked, I wanted to tell you guys about a book I was reading, The 12th Planet, and it also made some good points on the same concept of creation of man. I think it's a good book. You know, every book has information. You know, I'm not saying everything in a book is true, but when you're reading with a certain knowledge, your spirit and your intuition will bring forth certain things to you in another light that you will understand, and you can be able to tell what's right from wrong. You understand me? And the book made several points that I had to look into. It was basically speaking about how the Anunnaki extraterrestrials came to Earth in search for gold, which I don't know if that is true, if they really came for gold, but they were here for whatever reason, and their lifespan and the work that they had to do to get the gold, it was killing a lot of their species. So they already came here and saw man, but man was in a state where he was not that conscious, and it was like close to the other animals. So they would see that man would try to, prehistoric man would always try to help other animals, and maybe they had qualities that the Anunnaki or the extraterrestrials like. So they, through genetic splicing and modification, they went ahead and add their DNA to man, and through trial and error they came up with the first man, which the Bible recorded as Adam. So there was man, you know, but they, after they did what they did with the DNA and so forth, it brought forth what you would say now a new man that could carry out the work of a level of understanding, but he would still not be able to overthrow his master. Then he was just made to serve. Understand me? According to the book. Now when Adam was placed in the garden, according to the Bible and the book, and you know, they also created Eve, yes, for him, but fast forward, they were in the garden now, and he ate from the tree of all knowing, and that is when man got a certain level of consciousness, and it said, behold, man has become like us. I want to get back to that point, because the us, and also in the book, you know, it said let us create man in our own image, and it also states that in the Bible. So when you say us, that means in creation it must have been more than one person involved in the process, because it would debunk the whole theory of a singular all-powerful almighty. Because when they say let us make man in our own image, a lot of people would have think that God is a one individual. Forget what I'm saying. So we have to look into that, us as well. You can research it for yourself. Anything that I'm saying right now, you don't have to take it as gospel. I actually want you to go and research it as well. So that is how man acquired the ability when through the DNA, and when he ate from the tree that God forbid him to eat from, right? So when he ate from the tree, that is how, when God came for Adam in the evening and he was hiding, and he said, I'm naked, and he said, how do you know that you are naked? And he said, because I eat from the tree. Then God said, behold, man has become like us. So man has acquired a certain level of knowing. You understand me? He was in a low vibration and his consciousness rose. So this is how a lot of people are in this state of low vibration, because they don't know that the power of God is within them, right? Remember, if you're born with $10 million in your bank account, and growing up no one informed you of this money, you would even know that you're wealthy, right? Because no one tell you about the $10 million that you're born with. So it's like, it's the same thing with us. We have all this ability within us that no one told us about, all this power. So we are searching outside of ourselves for this strength, when all you need to do is look inside of yourself, right? Because that's how God set it, the Most High. You understand me? So we have to do some research, people. We have to learn how to control the mind, because I always stress on this topic, because I have experienced so much and done so much through the power of my mind. Anything that I want, I think about it, and I put positive energy towards it, and it always manifests. Yes, my close friends and families can tell you. And it's not a special ability. It's something that with practice over a period of time, you will become better at it. So if you practice how to not be able to control your mind, you're going to become good at not controlling your mind. And then with that, you can control anything else in your life. You understand me? So we start there with the mind, and then everything else will come to you. Understand me? So my hands are getting a bit tired because I have to be holding up this phone. So enjoy the rest of your year, my people. One love. You don't know, it's the king. Check out my page on Instagram at Sunrise Essentials. You can get some very nice natural soaps, turmeric, charcoal, good for liver spot, eczema, all skin conditions. So we're not just helping people over the internet. We want to help people physically. So I created a product that can do wonders for your skin, because as you know, the skin is the largest organ, and we have to take care of the body because it is taking care of us. So one love. I really appreciate the time, everybody. If it's your first time over here, hit that like and subscribe, and check out the rest of my videos. Yeah, so Grand Rising, power to the people, power to everyone. And I hope that everyone can come into consciousness in their own divine time. You understand me? Because if I live a life that is not of your purpose, then you're going to be unhappy. And who wants to be living, and by you reach a certain age, you realize that what you could have done with other things that you could have done, that's not a nice feeling, and I don't wish that on anyone, right? So the sooner you find a purpose, the more you want to wake up in the morning. You know how it feels to actually want to wake up to do something you love. Oh my God, somehow we love sleeping in our bed because we don't like to work, so we don't want to get up in the morning. It's like it's a fight with yourself. Don't battle with yourself. Never you resist self. Yourself is like a breath. You're breathing involuntarily, right? And the moment you stop your breath, you can kill yourself. So don't resist the spirit, because you will hurt yourself in the process. So anything you want to do, you do it. If you feel like you can sing, you sing. If you feel like you can become a Archie take you do it. Shoot for the moon, shoot for the stars. One love. It's the king.